the biggest of two numbers. Two numbers, int a comma b comma c. Now I will read the two values. Enter a value. Scanner the address of a. Printer enter b value. Scanner the comma address of b. Now if a greater than b, if a greater than b, then printer percentage d is big. If a greater than b, then a will be the bigger. Else printer slash n percentage d is big. Now if a is not big means b is big. b is big. b is big. Now I'll run the program. Now a value is 20 and b value is 10. So which is bigger? 20 is bigger. 20 is big. Now I'll run the program. 10 and 20. Now which is bigger? Now once again I'll run. 33, 44. Here 44 is big. So if a is greater than b, then this immediately below statement is executed. If a is not greater than b, then else part will be executed. Now we will get 44 is big. 44 is big. Now this sum of n natural number. So what we require first? We require n values. How many values we need to add? Now we are doing sum. We need one variable. We need I. Why? Because I will change from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. I will change from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. Now I will enter the value of n. Enter n. Enter n value. Now scanner. The comma address of n. Address of n. From where it will start? We will start the number from 1. What is the starting value of the sum? Starting value of the sum is 0. Now I will use the while loop. While I less than or equal to n, I less than or equal to n, then sum is equal to sum plus I. Sum is equal to sum plus I. Then we need to increase the value of I. Now, when the condition is false, then the control will come outside and it will display that sum of n numbers. Sum of n numbers is equal to percentage d, comma n comma sum. N comma sum. N comma sum. So this is the program I have written in the class, right? Do you remember I is equal to 1 initial value? I have to add that 1, then increase the value of I, then check the condition, add that number, increase the value of I, check the condition. Until the condition is true, this block set of statements are executed. When the condition is false, the control will come outside. By that time, the sum will be containing the expected answer. Sum of n numbers. Here percentage d, this first percentage d refers to this n, the second percentage d refers to this sum. Now I will run the program. Now if I give n is equal to 5, if I give n is equal to 5, what is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5? It is 15. It is 15. So if I give n value as 5, we have to get the 15. So everybody able to see sum of 5 numbers is equal to 15. Clear? Clear this while loop. This is initialization, this is condition, this is increment. This is increment. Cleared everybody? This is the first number, add that first number, increase, we will get the second number, check the condition if it is less than or equal to n, then add 1, then increase, then test the condition. If it is true, then repeat this block. When it is false, come outside and display the number. This first percentage d refers to n. So here n value is 5. So sum of 5, this sum is equal to this percentage. This sum value will be percentage. This is 5. Clear? Now I will run the program. If I give n is equal to 10, if I give n is equal to 10, what is the output? What is the sum of 10 number? 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. So this is up to here it is 15. 15 plus 6, 21. 21 plus 7, 28. 28 plus 8, 36. 36 plus 9, 45. 45 plus 10, 55. So the expected output is 55. So when I enter the value of n as 10, so we have to get the answer is 55. Answer is 55. Now here I have displayed that sum of n numbers. So you can also display in short like this also. It is your wish. You can display like this also. Sum of 4 numbers. Sum of 4 numbers is 10. Initialization, test the condition. If it is true inside, then increment. Then test the condition. If it is true inside, then increment. When the condition is false, come outside. By that time our starting the expected output will be in sum. This is the second program I have written by using while loop. Factorial of a number, right? Factorial of a number. So here only I will change. So this will be the fact. This will be the fact. What is the initial value of the fact? Initial value of the fact will be 1. Initial value of the fact will be 1. So instead of adding, you multiply now. You multiply now. You multiply. Then you will get the result. Factorial of percentage d is equal to percentage d. So n comma fact. N comma fact. So instead of adding, we are multiplying. Instead of adding, we are multiplying. Here the initial value of the fact is 1. Initial value of the fact is 1. Now this is the initialization. Starting value number is 1. We have to do 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 up to n. So you multiply here, increase the value, check the condition. If it is true inside, continue this one until it is false. When the condition is false, the fact will contain the expected output. What is 5 factorial? 5 factorial is 120. 5 factorial is 120. Everybody able to see the board output screen?
Yes, sir.
So in this factorial, so just I have changed the namings. Earlier it is sum. So we are writing factorial program. So that's why I have changed the name as fact. So initial value of the sum is 0 because we are doing sum there. Here we are doing factorial. So minimum value of the factorial is 1. So I have changed it to 1. So remaining will be same. Just I have changed the name as fact. Here 0 as 1. Here plus as into. Nothing I have changed. Only 3 things. So this is the factorial of a number by using while loop to find the sum of n even numbers. N even number. Now I will delete this program. Now n int. So we want n. N. What we are finding? We are again finding the sum. Sum. This is the starting value. So how many numbers we are finding? That we are counting. This is the first even number. This is the second even number. This is the third even number. Up to n even numbers we will do like this. Now I will read the value of n. Enter n value. N value. Scanf percentage d comma address of n. Address of n. Now what is the starting value of the sum? Starting value of the sum is 0. Starting value of the sum is 0. What is the first even number? First even number I am taking this one as 2. First even number I am taking this one as 2. Now while. So this is the first even number, right? So count I will take this one as 1. Count is equal to 1. Count is equal to 1. Now while count less than or equal to n. While count less than or equal to n, what we need to do? We have got the first number, then you add that first number. Sum is equal to sum plus I. Sum plus I. So this is the first number 2. Count is 1. So we have got the first number. Then add that number. Add that number. What is the second even number? Second even number is I is equal to I plus 2. It will become 4. It will become 4. It will become 4. Now, you increase the value of count. You increase the value of count. Count is equal to count plus 1. Count is equal to count plus 1. Here count is 1. So it will add 2. 2 is less than 1. Then some, it will come outside. Then what we need to do? We need to print here. Printf slash n sum of the even numbers is equal to percentage n comma sum. N comma sum. So last statement is return 0 and close the flower base. So this is the program. This is the program. Now sum of even numbers. Now is equal to 5. N is equal to 5. So 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10. These are the 5 even numbers. So what is the value? 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 8 is 20. 20 plus 8 is 30. So we have to get 30. 30 is the expected answer. Now I will run the program. Now n value is 5. So 30. Everybody able to see the output? Sum of 5 numbers is 30.
Yes, sir.
Sum of 5 numbers is 30. So whatever the algorithm and flowchart we have discussed, we can write the program. We must write the program. So these statements are repeated in the algorithm or flowchart. This should be inside the loop, because we are using loop control structure to repeat the set of statement more than once. That's why we are going for loop control structure. Loop control structure. Now earlier I said that all the loops are same. All the loops are same. While loop is same as for loop. For loop is same as do while loop. Do while loop we have still not discussed. So now I will change this one to for loop. For loop. Just I will show so that you can try other programs. Shall I change the program? In this having any doubt? Anybody? Sum of even numbers?
No, sir.
Now I will change it to for loop. Just to see here, I am deleting this one. Okay, first I will write the for loop, then I will delete. For count is equal to 1, count less than or equal to n, count plus. Now what I will do here inside is sum is equal to sum plus I. What is the next even number? Next even is equal to I is equal to I plus 2. I is equal to I plus 2. Here I will not do again count is equal to count plus 1, because increment operator comes in the straight line. This is the initialization, this is the condition, this is the increment operator. So here I am writing initialization inside the for loop, condition after semicolon, and this increment after this semicolon. Now I will delete this one. Now I say that while loop is converted to for loop. Now I will once again run the program. So sum of 5 numbers. Sum of 5 numbers is 30. Sum of 4 numbers. Sum of 4 numbers is 20. Why 20? Because if you delete the last 10, the value will be 20. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 8 is 20. 12 plus 8 is 20. Now I will run the program. Now 10. What is 10? 110. Sum of 10 numbers. So you add 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus everything, then you will get the 110. 110. Clear? 3. Sum of 3 numbers. Sum of 3 numbers. What is 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 4 plus 6? 2 plus 6 is 12. So the expected answer is 12. So the output we have got is 12. So then we say that our program runs for, in general, you can give ns 10 or ns 1000 or ns 2000 it will work because we have tested for 3 to 4 values. One time we have tested for 5, another time we have tested for 4, another time we have tested for 3, another time now if I test for 2. What is 2 plus 4? 2 plus 4 is 6. So if you test for 2 to 3 values, if you get the correct answer, then we can say that in general it works for any value of n. Any value of n. Now what is the next program? Next program is sum of odd numbers. Sum of odd numbers. So what is the change I have done when I am explaining in the class? Only change the value of I to 1 because the initial value of the odd number is 1. Initial value of the odd number is 1. So if I take n is equal to 5, 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. So what is the output? 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 7 is 16, 16 plus 9 is 25, 16 plus 9 is 25. So if I give n value as 5, then the expected output sum of odd numbers. So here I will change the odd numbers. Odd number is equal to 25. Now I will convert this one to while loop. Now this one I have written for loop. I will convert this one to while loop so that you can also try. So what is while loop? In while loop, the condition will be where it comes? It will be above. The condition. This is the condition. So here this for loop is changed to while loop. While loop. Here it will contain the condition. Where will be the increment operator? Increment operator will be inside. Inside. This is the while loop. This is the while loop. Clear? Initialization outside. While contains only the condition. Increment will contain this inside this block. Inside this block. Now sum of odd number. So if I give 5, the result is 25. If I give 4, the result is 16. The result is 16 means delete this 9. So 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 7 is 16. 9 plus 7 is 16. So if I give 3, delete this last number. So 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9. So what is the expected answer? The expected answer is 9. So run the program, enter 3, the expected output is 9. So sum of 3 odd numbers is 9.